my God! Hello, everybody. You guys can speak now, and they can see you.
Hello.
Hello, ooh,
Hello.
hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Onion. I was gonna say Mercy Road, the Onion King's Revenge. A little celebration for the Tartan Moose community, celebrating all the work y'all do. I believe I promised an epilogue to Mercy Road, so I'm kind of folding everything together. I am joined with an eclectic group of adorable weirdos, and we're raising money for Child's Play charity. Best viewers, hot damn! Yes! I get the best viewers. Thank you.
We got a ball ready. Off to a good start.
Yeah, they were waiting for me.
Hmm.
We're raising money for Child's Play charity. If y'all ain't familiar with Child's Play charity, it's a charity that raises money for children to buy toys and games. For children that are in hospitals. I haven't had enough coffee. If this is your first time, why not? Why not hit that follow button and donate some money, and then we can just stop what we're doing.
If you don't follow sauce, I'm gonna be in your walls, and then I'm your problem. You don't want me in your walls.
Speaking of
I'm
people
already
my
in your walls.
Speaking of, why don't we introduce this group, this eclectic menagerie of heroes, and we'll start with Dr. Tallius Hootsworth because he is precisely to my right on the overlay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. Lift up your hand. I want to. Wait. This. There. Oh. Other way. Other hand. There. Looks. We're holding hands. There. High five. Who are you and who are you playing?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Taranthosaurus. I am a fellow Twitch streamer, and I also am an affiliate with an enforcer for PAX. And I am playing Dr. Talia Hootsworth. Hello, my name is Professor Hootsworth. He is an artificer, alchemist, an alchemist, if you prefer. You know,
I prefer.
yes, Emperor from Strixhaven University, and he is ably assisted, protected, babysat by his good and dear colleague, Miss Alba T. Ross.
Amazing. Speaking of Miss Alba T. Ross, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hello. I am Gamma Liz, astrophysicist extraordinaire, but today I'm playing Miss Albert T. Ross, well, failed wizard because she went to wizard school and didn't do very well. Failed paladin because she went to paladin school and then killed. Well, she didn't really kill somebody, but he's not the same as he used to be. And now turns out she is in fact magical. She's a sorcerer. And yes, I'm his assistant, and I do everything I can to keep him from killing himself unintentionally.
Aw.
No, I mean I'm intentionally making sure he doesn't unintentionally. You know what I mean?
We just got our first donation because Talp's donation doesn't count. Keep Holly out of my walls has donated $25 with the message, unless
Impossible.
impossible.
I'm already there.
Thank
Thank you for the
you.
donation.
Thank you for the donation. And as we go around this circle, Miss Luthien Manasseh, who are you? Who are you playing? Where can we find you?
Sup, everybody? I am NJ Coffee Junkie, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey, nestled between New York City and Philly. Today, I'm playing Luthien Menas. I am an elf. I do things. I guard things. I take people's boomerangs away. It's what I do. I'm good at it.
It's true. It's hurtful too. Uh, and last but
You'll get
not
it
least,
eventually.
my internet daughter, Holly. Who are
That's
you?
me. Hi,
Altara.
I'm
Who are you?
Holly.
Yeah.
I am bisexual nightmare, Holly. And today I'm going to be playing Altara Domina, who is a very tall, very muscular vampire lady. Original character, do not steal. Um, and she's just here to drink some blood and have a good time and maybe do some good if she feels so inclined. And she also might rip you apart with her claws. depends,
It's a little
you
bit.
know, what kind of a good time you're offering her.
A
That's
li-
me
A little ripping as a treat.
as a treat.
As a treat. And I am Saucefire. That's it. That's all you're getting. Yeah, no, stay out of here. Yeah. We are going to go back in time, as it were. Back to Marcia Bay, the city of festivals. 20 to 25 years ago, approximately. It is none other than, perhaps I should inform the uninitiated. Marcia Bay, the city of festivals, the crown jewel. Some would say the finest city on the Sword Coast. Totally 100% canon in the D&D universe. It is called the City of Festivals because every other week they play host to another festival. Festivals like the Violence Festival, the Garlic Festival, the Quilt Jamboree. But Professor Hootsworth, you are here for none other than... I've got the wrong adventure open. This is the Garlic Adventure. I want the Onion Adventure. None other than originally you came here looking to go to the Scholastic Book Fair. Unfortunately, the Scholastic Book Fair, because of several booking errors with your travel agency, you arrived incredibly late. And instead, you have gotten to Marcia Bay at the much more popular Backyard Wrestling and Cheese Festival. To make up for it, you are venturing to a lecture on the history of cheese and how it pertains to backyard violence. But again, you are running late. You are probably, your first year of grad school at this point? You were just Tallius?
At this point, he would have just been Tallius, and he probably in his second or third year, because he finally would have been able to get away from Strixhaven. But budgets of universities, what they are, they didn't invest a lot of time into thinking about when I would arrive and when it would overlap with the Scholastic Book Fair. And so he's it's sort of the woolen sweater maybe type, slightly maybe coffee stained a little bit type vibe, slightly disheveled, wondering how many more of these research assistant projects I need to finish before I get onto my actual dissertation. It's a less put together look at the life of a grad student at this point.
I will say that even though the Scholastic Book Fair was last week, you do manage to find in the gutter a foam #1 finger that just says books.
I'm taking it and I have it tucked under my arm. It's like if this is the only swag that I can get, at least I can say that I was here after the Scholastic Book Fair.
Maybe you can pretend that you actually were there. It's like,
yes.
Where else would I have gotten this, baby?
I
Exactly.
hope it hasn't rained since then.
Oh no, it is engorged, I guess is the
A little
word.
soggy.
It's
I could probably wear it over my head at this point.
You're just a tiny little beach ball.
Yeah.
As you are making your way to the lecture, hosted by the foremost expert on both cheese and violence, the Nacho Man, Andy Fromage.
Mr. Fromage? Really?
Mr. Fromage is his father. He's
to
him, he is the Nacho Man.
Okay.
And you are kind of navigating these labyrinthine corridors of alleyways. Every now and then there's a kiosk either selling a spandex onesie that you can wear, or maybe just bricks of cheese. There are merchants, there are markets, but I need you to make me a dexterity savings throw.
A dexterity savings throw?
Yes,
Ooh.
please.
Add that to my credit union. That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Dexterity saving throw. That is a 24.
As you kind of come out from one of the alleyways, you do the most graceful kind of spin in the air and hop over a cart of onions that is just riding by. Busaurus has just donated $25. Thank you, Busaurus. But your acrobatic display is so impressive, it scares the person who is pushing this cart of onions, and it tips right over, scattering dozens of onions on the ground. This man is lanky, he is pale, he is wearing sackcloth, his hair is stringy, and he just says, "What have you done?"
I'm sorry. And then he sort of just Hootsworth keeps going.
And he says, "You bruised dozens of my onions."
At this point, Hootsworth's just out of earshot and doesn't even think about it.
Were there a camera in this little exchange, and maybe very distantly Professor Hootsworth can hear, you just hear, "I will get my revenge in 20 to 25 years on you and any of your adventuring cohorts." And an onion sails overhead, smashing by your little taloned feet. And now we are going to skip ahead 20 to 25 years exactly, plus or minus 9 months. In fact, it is actually about it is almost 9 months to that 20 to 25 years. If this has even registered in Hootsworth's long-term memory, you're pretty sure you are in the clear, because there has been no revenge, and it has been within this 20 to 25 year bracket.
Oh, he has already forgotten, because there has been so much that has happened in grad school since, and it's so much in his life that he probably wouldn't even remembered what happened on that day.
All right, now it is back to the present year, which I think is 1491 in Baldur's Gate, yeah, something like that. Let's say it is. Hootsworth, you have once more gathered your adventuring companions, except for Brigade, who got left behind, much to everyone's discontent. Brigade, of course, is the incredibly handsome Warforged ranger who occasionally accompanies Hootsworth on his adventures. And you are all so distraught at his absence that you take a level of exhaustion.
Who?
Exactly.
All of us?
All of you. Especially Holly.
I was gonna say, I don't even know who that guy is.
Just hearing about his exploits has given you a level of exhaustion, just because of his absence.
I've already forgotten who he is.
Now, you were once more trying to attend the Scholastic Book Fair, Hootsworth, but you have arrived, in fact, several weeks early. This is why Brigade is not here. He chartered his own ship because he doesn't like being seen with you. And you've arrived at the Broccoli Soup Festival. You still have that little foam finger, but there are bowls of broccoli soup being ladled out at the port that you get off at. You manage to befriend somebody who might be a vampire, Altera Domine. Altera, you know that Marcia Bay is at least friendly to vampires, as their Viscountess is in fact probably a vampire.
Oh yes, she's my third cousin, twice removed. We get along really well.
Yeah.
I like to come down from my castle on the hill sometimes, just to pick up some supplies, some fresh bodies. I can get barrels of blood, but they're not quite as good as when it's freshly drained.
That is correct. As you make your way off, you are each given a bowl of soup. And you notice that Marcia Bay is actually doing fairly well. There isn't levels of destruction. The buildings aren't just piles of rubble. There aren't dinosaurs falling out of the sky. To some of you, this might be disappointing to see. But for a city that kind of requires tourism, it is, it's good for business.
I was kind of hoping for a bloodbath, to be honest. It's easier to just sort of pull someone into the alley, take a little drink, just a little sip, and then just send them on the way. no one really questions
I
a
have accidentally
vampire when
unplugged
there's...
my. There we go. I accidentally unplugged my headset. I didn't hear a thing you said, Holly. But that being said, you make an excellent point. And as you all make your way to the cask half empty, Marcia Bay's foremost and still remaining, having survived at least 5 years of unfettered chaos, tavern, you see that the crocodile that is over the fireplace is still there, with his little sunglasses and cowboy hat. The street signs are still posted upon the wall. And you see that the broccoli soup is just flowing from giant barrels into tankards. These steaming mugs of soup are just filling the air with the delightful smell of broccoli. And we're going to go around the table. I'll just say, aside from Altara's lust for blood, we're just going to say, Hootsworth, what has brought you to Marcia Bay once again? Is it the Scholastic Book Fair, or do you have some research projects?
It's definitely the Scholastic Book Fair. It's definitely the Scholastic Book Fair this time around, and he is ensured that they come several weeks early so he doesn't miss it. Because this is one of the main reasons he has wanted to come to Marcia Bay, other than the was it the Glass Blowing Festival was the one which also where he was able to buy some beakers. I vaguely remember that or Hootsworth also vaguely remembers that there was one like that. So every so often there's the scientific festivals he likes of Marcia Bay. This time around, he has decided that he's going to use this spare time in between the Broccoli Soup Festival and any of the other events and the Scholastic Book Fair to work on a new invention of his, a potion of air breathing.
Ooh. I mean, that would be very useful for a fish.
It would be. That's his main thought experiment right now is bringing fish above the ground and like above the water to be like, they can also partake in this. And also, mountain climbing makes it a little bit easier. But whenever people have described it, whenever he's described it to people, everyone else has been like, "But we can already breathe the air." And so he has to work on his like visual presentation for its
Messaging.
usefulness. Yeah, the messaging. It has to be repackaged, which Alba could probably help him do.
Air, it's like 70% nitrogen. That's just wasted breathing. Like it's, maybe it's a potion of nitrogen breathing.
The main
Anything's
issue that
possible.
Alba has is the glass bottles keep breaking when he tries to fill them.
Speaking of Miss Alba T. Ross, what has brought? Is it just your desire to keep Hootsworth out of shenanigans that has brought you to Marcia Bay, or do you have any alternative?
Well, I mean that's mostly it. He keeps talking about this Scholastic Book Fair, which I got to tell you, when I was in wizard school, they kept trying to get us to read books. I didn't do a very good job. I kept losing my attention. Books are fine, I guess, but there's so many. Well, I kept tearing the pages. Honestly, that was one of the problems.
Oh, just the corners,
So,
right?
I know. Well, they're really fragile. If you, every time you turn it, if you turn too hard, there it goes, and now
Yeah.
you've got a book that's broken. So I wanted to come follow him, make sure he stays out of trouble, but also to check out what these books are like. Maybe they're different books. Maybe the wizard books they tried to push on me were like these funky little fragile books, and there's some better books out there. I don't know. We'll check it out and see.
You have actually managed to find the toughest book. It is made with vellum, so no thin paper here. This baby's made of skin.
Oh, that doesn't tear so easily.
No, and oddly enough, this specific book that you got at an occult bookstore, just along the way to the cask half empty, you tried to tear a page out of it, but it kind of meshed itself back together.
Perfect. This sounds exactly right. Now I have to figure out how to read it. That'll take probably some time. Maybe the professor will help me.
You see the screaming face that is, or at least the one that is frozen in a perpetual scream, does not seem to deter you. Nor does the bleeding
No.
letters that kind of hurt your eyes just to look at.
Yeah, sometimes I have to put on sunglasses, but it's
Yeah, and maybe it will come in handy.
you never know.
Luthien, I assume you are
Yeah.
missing Brigade the most.
Of course I am.
So
Why do you think I'm holding on to his boomerang so tight?
I mean, if the boomerang comes back, maybe Brigade will too.
Exactly. See, you get what I'm thinking.
I get what you're laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, aside from the possibility of seeing Brigade once again, what has brought you to Marcia Bay and to the Broccoli Soup Festival?
Well, besides the fact that I absolutely love broccoli and soup.
Yeah.
It's two of my favorite things in one cup. I mean, come on now. But this book fair, that's been a hit. I've been writing my family back and forth for the last couple of weeks, and they keep asking me to pick up the latest copy of or the latest edition, I should say, of Wall Defense and You, How to Keep Your City Safe.
You know, if
I might even get it signed.
the author may be among you right now, because
I know I'm keeping an eye out.
Marcia Bay has never been safer. And
It's looking good.
Altara, your desire for blood and maybe to see your third cousin aside, third cousin twice removed, what has brought you to Marcia Bay and the Broccoli Soup Festival?
The festival is more of a coincidence, to be honest. She's been running low on her stocks and she wanted to head down and, sometimes it's fun to see how the mortals live still. I think she's been in her castle for quite a while and she just kind of wanted to have a little holiday, a little nosy to see what the short-lived ones are, how they're doing these days, um, and maybe just take a nice bite of one or two or three people, um, and maybe drain their blood. Depending on how she's feeling.
All right. Now, as you are enjoying your soups and beverages and spritzers, you are a little disappointed, I would say. There are no messenger bricks through windows. There are no rapscallious little kobolds with adventures in their eyes. What there is instead is normalcy. Normalcy, which is almost frustrating in a city like Marcia Bay that thrives on chaos.
It's boring.
It's
I came here for chaos.
And as you are all, as all you go your separate ways to your various inns, you are interrupted. Each one of you, one by one, feels the strike of a blackjack against the back of your head, followed by 78 more consecutive strikes because you're all high-level adventurers, and it kind of takes more than that to take you out. 78 unanswered strikes with a blackjack. And all goes dark as you are rendered unconscious by these unseen assailants. And it isn't until morning and a long rest, which removes your one level of exhaustion, that you come to the pungent smell of onions just in your nose. Your eyes are watering already as you just kind of groggily feel the cold cobblestone floor, and your eyes make out the wrought iron of bars, illuminated only by torchlight. You are in a dungeon of some sort.
How dare they? I am a lady. I will not be kept in squalor like this. Whoever is responsible for this, I will have their blood and their head. And all of their internal organs as well. I will have everything.
There's a nice pile of straw in one corner. There is a half-filled chamber pot in the other. There is a small vending machine. But even if you put in money to it, it always rejects it. But the vending machine is stocked with various snacks. All of them onion-based. Hootsworth, as you come to, I'm imagining you're reaching for maybe one of your vials or potions, a potion of escaping.
A classic, really.
A classic, the first thing an alchemist makes. But you find that all of your possessions have been taken.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no, not my not my potion of air breathing notes.
Yep, and you even the little like eraser toppers that you got with the money that your I'm assuming parents gave you.
No, those are limited edition.
They've been taken.
Oh.
Luthien, all you have is Brigade's boomerang. But all your other possessions have been taken.
All right, who took my stuff?
From across, you see in another cell this disheveled old man. He's got a single tooth and only 3 toes. And he kind of shuffles his way up to the bars, puts them up there, and says, "Oh, we've got newcomers here in the dungeon. What brings you here?"
Don't you mean dungeon?
"Oh, I wish. This is the dungeon."
Why does it smell like that? It's pervasive. I can't get it out of my clothes.
"Well, it seems like one of you may have run afoul of the Onion King."
It smells very foul.
"Yeah, well, you get used to it after a while."
I don't want to be here long enough to experience nose blindness. I just want my stuff. I want the book that I promised my cousin, and I want to get out of here.
"Well, I wish I could help you. My name is D'Artagnan, by the way. They give you new names the minute you get here. Well, not the minute you get here, but it takes a while."
Huh,
do
let's
we
see
have
what they
new
did
names?
there.
Let me check the registry." And he pulls out this wet scrap of vellum and looks down and says, "No."
Oh, okay.
Oh well. Okay. Good. Good. I like my name, so.
"Oh, good. It's
Have no fear, short ones. I will get us out of here. We will not be here much longer.
all right.
Oh.
Can I come too?"
No, I don't like you very much.
That's good. I've been institutionalized."
She's just gonna walk up to the bars and try and pry them apart with her strength.
All right. Roll me a strength athletics check.
While she does that, do I still have my necklace?
You do.
Okay.
I got a 22.
You managed to kind of using raw vampire strength. It is
Raw MILF energy. Yeah.
big MILF energy.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, you are too big of a mommy to make it through this. You would require a small character to get through the gap that you have managed to make.
Bird creature, owl, feathered one.
Hello.
You can slip here. You can slip through here, can't you?
He will bobble his way. Hootsworth will bobble his way over to attempt to get through the bars.
You are not as dummy thick as Altara, so you are able to kind of just pop your way through.
You are.
As he does that, Alba, being his protector, Misty steps to the other side.
And you see D'Artagnan says, "Why didn't I think of that?"
Because you're old and you smell of onion, and that's why we're not taking you with us.
"I don't know what the outside world isn't even like anymore.
That's probably for the best.
Do people still dance?"
No, everyone only has one leg now.
Oh,
And 3 heads.
Oh no! What a horrible world! And there's also tiny owls there, my one greatest fear! And D'Artagnan goes to the back of his cell and cowers.
Do we see any keys around?
There is this anthropomorphic onion that is sitting in a chair. He is sleeping. There's a little snot bubble just kind of going in time with his snoring. He has a spear and a little iron cap that is just kind of not suited for one of onion shape, but is still just there to complete an ensemble that says this onion with arms and legs is probably some sort of guard.
Mm.
Okay.
May I?
You may.
I would like to Misty Step out of the key, out of the cell.
Mhm.
And then I would like to attempt, if there is this, is there a set of keys or anything?
There is a belt going around the entirety of the circumference of this little onion man, with a ring of keys jingling and jangling off the side.
I think I should attempt to take those keys.
Then make me a sleight of hand check.
I think I can do that. All right, where's my D20?
The good news is, because you have had a long rest, you no longer have disadvantages on ability checks.
Dang.
Thank your lucky deities. All right, here goes nothing. Fingers crossed. Big bucks, no whammies.
I believe in you.
I'm relying on you to get me out of the cell.
And who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare, nightmare darling.
The dice I think have failed me because I rolled a 5 plus 4 is 9.
With
I think I messed up.
You woke him up.
You grab on to the ring of keys.
I tried.
As you try to pry them off the belt, you take the whole onion guard with you, and he comes toppling over, landing on his side. And he goes, "Ah! What? What's going on? You're not supposed to be out of your cell. Get back in there."
Okay.
Make me.
Okay. Please go back in your cell.
I put my hands on my hips. Really?
He kind of readies his spear.
Look, buddy, I don't want any trouble. I'm just here to get a book signed and go home.
Look, you're due to be executed. This is a dungeon. I can't just let people leave.
I don't care if it's a 5-star tavern. I'm here for one thing, and I just want to go home, and my friends are coming with me. Now, explain to me, please. Why are you under the impression that we're going to get executed? Because that's not on the agenda for today.
Zingit has donated $50. Thank you, Zingit. With love from Internet Mom X.
Thank you.
Mom.
While Luthien is talking to this guard, can I attempt to sort of wiggle my way around and go for the keys?
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
I would love to make a sleight of hand check.
Don't worry, I'll be jabberjawing with this guy for a few minutes. Do what you gotta do.
Sleight of hand.
No, you don't see. There is a dynamic in play. I'm a guard. You're a prisoner. You have to go in the cell, or else the dynamic is completely thrown off.
Why don't you change the dynamic? Wouldn't that be more fun?
How
about you go in the cell and we're outside?
That's a great idea.
Do you
That
think
way
I
you
was?
can see it. You can see from our perspective.
I wasn't grown yesterday.
Well, we can see that. We're not trying to insult your intelligence here. We're just trying to figure out why we're here. Because obviously we didn't do anything wrong. We woke up here. And what's this nonsense about being executed? Because last time I checked, again, not on our agenda for today.
Tyrant,
You don't have our agenda.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
With an 18, that is enough that you are able to kind of take the ring of keys off this guard.
I would like to, if possible, to just let everyone else keep talking as I go back to our cell and just try to open the door for Altera.
All right.
It's really important that you try to, buck the system, see what the world is like from the other side. It's really a good idea.
Look, I don't want to lose my job, so just get back in the cell. I know how to use this spear. The online entity that may or not in the past or in the future be known as Ooze, maybe, who knows, has donated $100. Thank you, Ooze.
Yay!
And for some reason, I think, is the alert box over? Oh yeah, the alert box is behind the. Let's put the alert.
It's a professional operation.
I know.
Hootsworth, have you unlocked the door?
I would, if possible, if the Onion Guard has not noticed me, I would love to have unlocked the door at this point.
If you can make me a stealth check.
I would love to do that.
I will say even with advantage, but you are going to be going through his field of vision, so it's not.
Well,
Okay.
I'm doing what I can, even though I'm a very slight elf, to make sure his eyes stay on me, so that he doesn't see Bootsworth sneaking past. Because I can see what he's doing, and I'm not taking my eyes off the guard to give him that eye cue.
Be that as it may, even just an owlin moving through peripheral vision may catch the eye of this onion.
Hootsworth rolled a 24.
You are. I take that back. You are but a ghost in the night, as you slink through the basically underneath the cone of vision of this guard.
It's I'd like to imagine that Hootsworth's not even trying. He's just this whole time he's just casually bobbed up, took the keys, and casually just bobbed back, and now he's just there opening up the door. He's opened it and goes, "I'd like to get my stuff now. Would you, Altera?"
Much obliged, small feathered one. And she will kick the door so it opens, so it slams. There's a very loud sort of clang of metal on metal. She's like, "You may not want to lose your job, but how would you like to lose your life?" And she flicks her wrist, and her fingernails become very, very long claws.
The onion says, you know what? I will just let you. I'm going back to sleep. I didn't see anything."
Oh, that's such a smart decision. Good job. Oh, such a good boy. And she pats him on the head.
Before you go back to La La Land, where's our stuff?
I don't know. That's not my job.
Well, whose job is it? Who do we have to talk to get our stuff back?
Do you have a map? Maybe that'd be nice.
Do you carry maps of where you work?
Yes.
Look,
You won't. You won't.
Of course I do.
No, that of course that I always lose my way from the laboratory to C32 where I teach, all the time.
I think you're being intentionally deceptive. But if it's anywhere, it's probably in the cheese vault.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, really?
If you're gonna kill my boss, you need two things. Just two quest objects.
Oh, okay.
The cheese of destiny, and a cracker from the Cavern of Crispness. Now,
Are those both here?
you know what? If you just go up the stairs, there should be a placard with a "You Are Here" map.
Okay.
I'm just putting. I didn't see anything.
Who is your boss exactly?
The Onion King.
And what beef, as the kids say, beef does this Onion King have with us?
No beef, only
there-
onions.
Yeah, but there's no beef here. I think we've established that.
That's why it smells so bad.
So
Yes.
we need the cheese of destiny, and then what from the Cavern of Christmas?
A cracker, the cracker of crushing.
Cracker of crush. Okay, I think we can do that.
And I should say we are more than halfway to our fundraising goal.
Yay!
Yay!
Ooh.
And the Onion Guard just goes back to sleep.
Okay.
Goodbye. Have fun. I didn't see anything. And then you just hear from the other chamber, or from the other cell. "I saw everything. I'm going to tell the Onion King as soon as I
Okay.
get out of here.
Good luck with
Crying
that.
out loud.
Good luck."
Time to leave you in.
Yeah, I said, part of me doesn't want to leave.
Yes, you should stay here. That's for the best of everyone. I don't think Saucefire's voice could handle doing your cadence for the next 2 hours.
Want to bet?
No, I don't.
This is how I actually talk.
As we're leaving, and as Altara lets everyone go first, she is going to turn and take a little nibble of the onion. Just as she's more curious. She just kind of wants to see, is there any blood in there? Will it taste very oniony? So she lets everyone go first and just turns around, and the vampire fangs are out, and she's just going to take a little bite.
As you take a crunch, your mouth is filled with a delicious oniony taste. There is only onion water in there. Onion juice.
Not
Delicious onion juice.
Oh,
yeah.
that made my whole skin shiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, that was disappointing. No, oh well. She'll follow.
And I will say that if we can get to $400 before the next hour, I will take that back and say that they are filled with blood.
If we
Ooh.
get to 400, I will eat a raw onion.
On stream.
Yeah, I'm sure we have onions in the kitchen. I'll do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
No,
Lord have
no, I'm
mercy.
saying it. It's now.
No.
It's happening now. We hit 400. I will eat a raw onion.
But
I
what-
will at least bite into a raw onion.
Okay.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing.
Everyone start talking to your patrons now, because that's commitment.
As you are exiting, you will immediately see a little sign with a "You are here." It says the Onion, and then just honestly, right around the corner, probably very poor building planning, is the Cheese of Destiny, located in the vault.
Jeez. I think we go this way.
All right. Before you is this very ornate iron wrought door that goes from floor to ceiling, completely featureless otherwise, save for a small face that is held in a perpetual smirk. Just the face doesn't bring to mind anyone that you have met in your adventures. It is just the face of a humanoid. And as you approach it,
It looks kind of like the cover of my book, but just a different look.
it is not the perpetual scream. It is just
Yeah,
I'm-
a little different look.
DreamWorks face, if that makes any sense, if that rings any bells. But there is a knocker just underneath the face, the visage.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
And you just hear, "To gain the cheese you must appease 3 questions you shall answer with ease. But if you cry or tell a lie, the door will close and say goodbye."
Oh, I hate riddles.
Ooze for the kids,
And
and
we
let's
can answer them with ease.
Ooze for the kids, and let's not forget the Onion. The Muse has donated $10. Thank you, Ooze.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay.
It draws ever closer. The smug-looking face imprinted upon this iron door continues. "To leave with your prize and to pass my test, you must prove that you're the best. Peel away your pride, your fears. Tell me a secret that brings you to tears."
Surely,
do all of us
surely
have
we
to
can
do
just
it, or
kick the
just
door
one?
down, right?
You could try.
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Madame Alba?
I was just asking if all of us has to tell you a secret, or if just one of us can. I mean, it's just to open the door, right? Just needs to be one of us.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Eh.
I am a stoic being of the night. I don't cry.
Professor, do you cry?
It depends on what the definition of cry is. Like, how much crying do you expect?
You
sort of just like
look-
asking the door.
The door just
You
gives
look
you a
like
smug
someone.
look. Oh, there we go. That's the face.
I turn around and I go, well, there's different levels of crying, so I don't know which level of crying is sufficient enough to open the door.
You strike me as someone who was bullied in school. I'm sure you can like tap into that and bring up some sort of emotional secret.
Hootsworth kind of pauses. And remind me again, the riddle was tell a secret that normally would bring me to tears.
Yes.
Is that correct?
But don't cry, right?
Nope. It says, "Tell me a secret that brings you to tears."
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
Why did I think that I heard it say that we can't cry?
It did say that before. This door is contradicting itself.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
just
I'm
look
just
at that
making
smirk.
sure.
But if you cry or tell a lie,
Oh, if you cry or tell a lie. Oh, okay. So
So a secret that
fa-
would bring us to tears, but we're not allowed to cry? Is that what you're saying?
The door just gives you a smug look.
Take that as a yes.
yeah, I would just like to break down this door. Did anyone else? I'm looking at the keychain to see if there's a key that would work for this door.
There is just one giant key.
Oh,
We
Hmm.
we got a smart ass door here, so we got to really think. But we got to be truthful about our thought.
Could also just try and
What?
break it down.
What can we do? I could banish the door, I guess. I don't know. Does that work?
I thought of
Is-
worse ideas.
is the door a creature?
Is a door a creature? No, it's not
No,
really.
it is
I don't
not.
think.
It is an inanimate object.
That
That has
doesn't
been
really-
animated.
Sounds
Don't-
pretty,
don't
sounds
worry
pretty
about it.
animate to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
If I had my alchemy tools, I could just like burn the door.
It is made of
I don't think
iron.
I have to
Oh, I
spend-
could acid splash it probably.
Maybe. Oxidize
Can
it.
I,
Yeah.
can I try and shoulder check the door?
By all means.
I go, stand aside, stand aside. I need a bit of a run up. And she like takes a couple steps back, and she kind of like holds her skirt up by her knees just so she doesn't trip on it. And she takes a running sprint and will shoulder check the door.
You bounce off this door with such force and vigor. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No,
She-
no.
Composes herself and goes, "Magic door, nothing I could do."
It rings like a
Yeah.
bell. Just boom. But it does not move.
You all right?
Having seen
You good?
that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm fine.
Oh no, I was gonna say, you good?
I've been better. I'll be fine once I have a little sit later. I'll be okay.
All right, just checking.
So, having seen that she bounced off, and I know that there was a lot of force behind it because I understand these things.
Yeah.
And she steps away saying magic door. Do I think that if I were to dispel the magic on the door, we'd be able to open it normally?
By all means, you are allowed to try.
I would like to dispel magic, please,
Okay.
on the door.
As you kind of start plying the elemental forces, the ethereal, the basic fundament of the universe, to try to counteract whatever magical spell is on this door,
Oh, wait.
there is the
Shoot,
sound of a
shoot.
ringing bell once again, and somehow the face looks even smugger.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. If it's a magic door, I just told it to stop being magic and it didn't. That's not supposed to happen at all.
It's
I
just-
guess it wasn't kidding when it said we had to do the thing it wants us to do.
I dare it.
Jeez. How present are we talking about the present day? Because I want to, because there's some stuff that Alba and that Professor Hootsworth have been going on that Luthien and maybe Altera are not fully aware of.
It is for those who saw the PAX Unplugged adventure about 9 months afterwards.
Okay. All right. So it's still it's in the rough timeline. Okay.
Yeah, the sacred timeline.
So I guess Bootsworth will go up to the door and he will sort of say, there was a student of mine, and he will say his name was Slink Filigree, and he was corrupted to pursue it was magic for the sake of his own gain and for profit, and he ended up becoming enmeshed, ensorcelled with a magic beyond his understanding, and he was destroyed, and I feel responsible for letting him down in his training of what the proper use of magic should be.
There is a little iron tear that drips out of the door's face, and you hear a lock being tumbled. The face looks a little less smug, a little more sympathetic. And then it says to the group, "To find the perfect pair with ease. If you were an onion, what's your cheese? Tell me now, do not delay. What cheese will make your flavors play?"
Here.
There is another clunk as another lock is tumbled.
Good job, Professor.
And
It
finally,
was
nice.
it was the
Nice.
only cheese that I remembered from Mr. Nacho Man.
there is one last thing. Think
Think he's
upon
still
your
coming.
saddest day, when joy and laughter slipped away. Speak it now with words sincere, but let no onions interfere.
Looking around for onions.
There are several onions, just kind of fallen on the floor, strewn left and right, patches of dirt, onions hanging from chandeliers.
Should we
Start
burn those
kicking the onions
first?
away.
And Hootsworth is going to reach into his pocket. I think hopefully he still has this. He has a clockwork amulet.
Mhm.
And he will take it out and he will say, "I miss Minnie so much."
There is a final clunk, and the door kind of creaks open.
Altara kind of looks down to Hootsworth and be like, "I think you need some therapy, my guy, but good job getting us through that door." She just leans down and pats him on the head.
I look at her and I go, "Well, I'll do it later. Right now I have a potion of air breathing to work on, and by golly, I'm gonna go do it."
Fair enough.
Watch for shards of glass.
They're everywhere.
Shards of what?
You step on a pile of
Shards
glass.
of glass. Yeah, there you go. See?
Ugh.
As you walk in, you see, aside from riches untold, there is your adventuring gear. There is also set upon. Oops, somebody did a thing. Floatster just donated $50. Ask Steven about onions. What would Steven know about onions?
Thank you.
Thank you so
What are we
much,
currently at, by the
Floatster.
way? Our current total?
We are at
We're at 420.
420. Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Blaze it.
Nice.
Let's
All
fry,
the nice.
fry them onions. It's the sex number.
Yeah. Don't you know?
The other
But seated upon
Forget the blue. Forget the blooming onion. We got a blazing onion.
Yeah. Seated upon a pedestal is this nice blue cheese, a nice little wedge of it. But in lieu of the, one would say, mouth-watering mold that is typically upon these cheeses, there are instead coursing veins of magic.
Oh.
Veiny cheese.
Just the two words you love hearing together.
not so much. No.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm horrified or hungry. I think I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think a bit of both.
Am I able to discern if we were able to go up closer to this pedestal? I'm able to discern what kind or form of magic this is on this cheese.
Oh gosh, making me remember. I will just say, what is it? Destruction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is a doom bringing cheese.
Oh, so not one to break out at the parties.
Well, I mean, depending on the party, you're
No.
Depends on your
Ooh.
destiny.
yeah.
So I'll pick up the cheese.
Yeah,
Oh,
there are no
Are you
security
sure,
measures.
Professor?
yes.
I can handle this if you need me to.
I mean, I'm going to look to one of my other three companions. Just go. Please hold this with care.
Uh,
Okay, so we have a cheese. Anything else in here?
Your items, and riches
Oh, good.
untold.
I would love all my items back.
I'm already rich. I don't really need these riches.
I need my book.
I'm gathering my gear up. Alba, do you want me to hold the cheese while you're getting your stuff together? Because I'm pretty much
Or
good
you
to
can
go.
just if you can stick the staff through my pack on the back, that would be helpful.
Sure, I got you. So I'm helping.
Thanks.
I'm helping get her set up because she's holding the cheese. Because
And
we
don't
can't let
forget
the
my
cheese
book.
stand. Of course, of course. Where do you want me? Which
Got the
you
screaming
got
guy.
your satchel.
Yeah,
Okay,
put it in my handbag of holding. It's right here.
you got it. I put that
Thanks.
away. Put that away for her, and I'm just double checking the room just to make sure I got all my stuff. And Alba, is there anything else that's yours in this room? You can see it, so I can put it on you.
I don't think so. I think
Okay,
it's all
good.
good. I think we're good.
Everybody,
Well,
everybody got what their stuff?
Luthien, at your feet, you
Mm-hmm.
see a solid gold onion.
Interesting. Can I check if it's, trapped or anything?
Make me a perception check.
All right. Let me see. What is my perception over here? Perception. Perception check. Oh, +6. All right. Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies. 17 plus 6 is 23.
With a 23, you cannot see any, mechanical traps on this device. Like, no wires coming out of it, no, spring-loaded plates that it's sitting upon. It is,
Okay.
by all means, just a solid gold onion.
Okay, so there's no can I see if is there a way for me to check if there's magical traps?
You can make an Arcana check.
All right, my Arcana might not be as good. Oh, it's only +5. That's fine. And 8.
Looks mundane.
All right, I will very slowly and carefully pick up the onion. Is it heavy or
Oh,
do I need?
it is solid gold, so
Okay.
it is fairly heavy. There's a heft
Okay.
to it.
So this is a two-hand situation.
This is like trying to pick up a bowling ball, yeah.
Okay, so two hands in this league. All right, so I very slowly and carefully pick it up so I can look at it.
It is of excellent craftsmanship. It is gold leaf upon gold leaf in various layers,
Okay,
but
so I'll hold it
yeah,
very gently, even though it's heavy.
it is sizable. There's a heft to it,
Okay.
and much like the cheese, you have a feeling this might come in handy.
Okay. So, I don't think I have a handbag of holding. If I put it in Alba's handbag of holding, is that going to weigh her down or are we good?
It's a handbag of holding, so I'm assuming it just leads to a pocket dimension.
All right.
Yeah, it
Alba,
should
I'm
be.
gonna put this in your bag. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can get in there.
Yeah, I'll get it in there. I'll figure it out
Okay, good.
As you kind of heft it in there, and it just
as gently as I can.
yeah, gingerly placing it in the handbag of holding. There is that loud pop, but other than that, there are don't it just goes in there without without any fuss.
You could really do some damage with that thing. If you throw it at someone, you put it on the end of a chain, be a pretty cool little morning star, just, smacking some people with an onion.
I like the way you think. It's all about defense.
Thank you. I like violence.
I've noticed.
And
Good.
as one by one you step out of the vault, I'm going to need you to share a painful. Hootsworth, you are exempt because you have shared painful memories. But there are painful visages that just kind of flash before your eyes as you exit the vault. And starting with Miss Alba T. Ross, what painful memory does Alba bear with her?
The look on my parents' faces when I came home after being kicked out of wizard school and found out that they had turned my room into my dad's tinkering lab
Yeah, well,
and I couldn't go home again.
you were welcome to sleep on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the problem.
Look, you are hearing this. He deserves to have his own space. He works very hard, and he has taken up tinkering. It's not like it's not like his other hobbies. It's not like fly fishing. It's not like the model railroad. This is very important to him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take that away from him. It's just that they took something away from me
Yeah, Hootsworth,
for that to happen.
you are hearing this conversation happening, or at least Alba's side of it.
So it's like I walk through, and then all of a sudden I can just hear her saying something.
You can hear her speaking it.
Oh, okay.
Altara, tell me, this probably would be from before you were turned. Before you were turned. What painful memory does Altara bear with her?
I think I think this actually happened just after she was turned. She's always been turned. She holds her dying lover in her arms, and she begs her to become a creature of the night with her, and she refuses. And Altara has to say goodbye to her and not live eternally in vampiric existence.
Yeah, I could see. Was that Altara's motivation to become a vampire?
Oh, 100%.
To spend eternity with this, with this lover? She looks at you, not with the love that one would naturally see, but instead, it is revulsion with what you have become.
Oh, so tragic.
She says, "You've changed. We weren't supposed to hurt people.
I changed for you.
You
Now
changed.
you have to change too.
You told me that we would spend eternity together, but I don't want to spend eternity with a monster.
How could you? Oh,
How could you?" And Hootsworth, you are hearing this conversation again, simultaneously with Alba T. Ross's argument with her parents.
there is so much turmoil going on around him right now.
Luthien, what painful memory does Luthien bear?
It was the day I first told my parents that I didn't want to be be a wall guard like everybody else in my family. I wanted to go do something else. And my mother didn't take it all that well. She was very upset because it was the family business.
It's what
And,
we do, Luthien.
Pretty much.
It's been in the family for generations. We guard the groves.
I know, but I want to add to that. I want to learn more. I don't want to just do it. I want to learn about it. I want to bring stuff back to it. I want to see the world. I want to expand my horizons. I don't want to be just in this bubble the whole
Just
time.
a bubble. This bubble is our responsibility.
I understand that, but do you know how big our family is? I'm one person. I can go do stuff.
One person makes all the difference.
Exactly my point.
Yes, which is exactly my point. You're not listening. You are being impudent. You are being childish. You have spent far too much time looking outside the grove when you should be looking at your community.
Why do you think I'm looking outside the grove? I'm looking outside the grove for my community.
Hootsworth, you are hearing this side of the conversation as well.
I would like to note that as the three of them are sharing, Hootsworth actually has pulled out pen, pad, and paper and is writing down He's writing down. He's not writing down what's being said. He's writing down the effect that he is witnessing from a magical perspective. Just being like, "This is such an interesting magical object." Like force compulsion, reliving of memories, out loud enunciations, one-way side views. Oh, this is fascinating. Also terrifying. I wonder if we can come up with a magical effect to counteract this.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Sure, why not?
I see.
Arcana. What is with this number today? That is very impressive. That is a 28.
You recall in your research happening upon the description of an item known as the Onion of Deception,
Oh.
which is described as a gold leaf onion that has been imbued with trauma itself.
Oh. Do I know how it is activated or why? What like is it like a presence object like you get within its presence and
When
it's sort of
when it comes in contact with other magical items, it is activated. This is specifically to deter storied adventurers from making off with it.
oh. In the middle of Alba's like going. I don't know if I saw the onion. I may or may not have seen the golden onion be picked up and placed around, but
Yeah, it's up to you.
we can say that they may have seen it put into the bag. I want to see if I can reach for it within Alba's handbag of holding
All right.
and try to get it out.
Albert, do you have any siblings?
I do not. It's just me.
Okay. As this is going on, you see your father try to reach into your bag of holding.
Hey, Dad, you can't get in there.
What?
That's
Do
my
you have
personal
something to
stuff.
hide?
No, it's just my personal
Then you
stuff.
shouldn't mind.
Yeah,
Hootsworth-
well, I do.
Hootsworth, I need you to make a sleight of hand check. And you are muted. So,
Yeah, happy to do that. Slide a hand check. That is a 17.
all right, you managed to swipe the onion. And as you kind of retrieve it from the bag of holding that it was once ensconced in, there is another little... And you have it now in your little owly hand.
I'm sure I do.
Yeah. And the magical effects abate. You are no longer
Yeah?
surrounded with your family, your lovers, your disappointed parents.
I'm sort of holding this and I said, "Is everybody else okay?"
What the hell was that?
This is
That was weird.
this is actually a magical item known as the Onion of Deception. You should not. This should not, absolutely not, come into contact with any other magic items. It's sort of like Hootsworth sort of like takes out like a towel cloth that maybe he has for wiping up, just like spills or whatever, and he sort of like wraps it in this cloth, and it sort of says, "I would recommend someone just put this in a backpack."
I see. It's an onion of deception because it deceived you into thinking that I was having a moment of weakness. How deceiving that item is. Yes, we should get rid of it post haste.
That's sort of like, ooh, this would be great. This is great. A great find for the for everyone in the archaeology department. And he sort of just like goes and then just decides to just put it in the bag and put it in his bag.
With this now bowling ball sized or bowling ball weighted onion in your backpack, you look back, Professor Hootsworth, at the little poster, and it says Crispness Cavern this way, or Cavern of Crispness this way. But between you and the Cavern of Crispness is what looks like some kind of flume ride
Oh,
called the Tearful Torrent.
I don't know how I'm going to protect the cheese if we have to go down that thing.
Hmm. So just like looking through there, does this look like there is a way to go around the flume ride, or are we going or does it look like we're going on the flume ride?
It looks like you'll have to go through.
Through
I
the flume
mean,
ride. Okay.
who's afraid of getting a little wet? You know, it'll be fine.
I can control water.
Might be
Maybe
handy.
I can fix it so that I can just walk through. Oh no, it has to be within a 5-foot cube. Never mind. That's
You
too
can
much
use
water
it to
for me.
protect the cheese as you go down.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Controlling
that's
all
what I'll
water around the cheese.
I'll just shape the water as we go down. I'll just make sure that the water, like, there's like a little bubble so the water can't get in where the cheese is. But I still have to hold it and not let it fall.
As you make your way down the hallway, you just hear boo hoo, boo hoo hoo hoo, oh boo hoo, oh gosh, oh hoo hoo hoo. Oh,
What is that incessant
I'm
crying?
very sad.
Can you be more quiet about it?
Boo hoo. Boo hoo.
Have you tried being very sad on the inside?
No, I'm sad on every side. And as you,
By any chance, is this water kind of salty?
it is incredibly salty. But as you make your way to the tearful torrent, you see the walls themselves are again lined with faces, and all of them are just sobbing uncontrollably. Probably thousands of faces, each one just a torrent, a tearful torrent, if you will, going down into what is just a river, winding its way down this tunnel.
Is there any sort of like raft or boat?
There is a single raft with a little paddle,
A paddle?
a paddle.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at me. I've got to hold a cheese.
I can
I-
handle I can handle a paddle. If need be.
Yep, that's a paddling.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
By all means.
Yeah, I'm fine with it for what it's worth.
I'm strong, but I have no objections to someone else doing the manual labor while I sit here and look pretty.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm looking out for you.
I hop in.
All right. It is one word to describe it would be rickety. It is just several logs loosely strapped together. But as the entire party climbs on, there's a small rope. You can see a small rope that's kind of lashed to a post, keeping it anchored. We are going to need what is called a skill challenge. I love these. You're going to have to use a skill to describe how you are going down this flume, down these white water rapids of tears, and it cannot be a skill that the previous person has used.
Oh, okay.
And we will start with Luthien. What skill are you using to kind of assist your way down these rapids of tears?
I believe I will be using acrobatics.
All right, and can you describe to me how you would be using this?
Just being able to guide the paddle through the rapids and waves, and being able to flip sides at as close to split-second speed as possible.
All right, roll it up.
I will.
I believe in you.
18 plus 8, 26.
A 26. That is that is very good. I will say for this, you will need more successes than failures.
I'll
And
do my best.
the target number is 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, with acrobatics out of the way, Altara, what skill are you using?
Altara is going to pull down her glasses a little and glare at the faces along the walls
Boo-hoo!
and say, will you stop that incessant crying?
No.
And I would like to try and use intimidation to stop them from crying a little, to make it a little bit, to calm the flow of the flume, as it were.
You intimidate them into a better mindset.
That's a natural 20.
Delightful.
A womp.
Womp, womp, womp.
A womp to
She
all.
pulls her glasses down and glares at them.
There is a moment of like, some of them are like whimpering a little, but the crying has abated, at least momentarily, allowing for a smoother transition down this these winding cavernous rapids. Tallius Hootsworth, what skill are you going
Hello.
to use?
Hootsworth is going to sort of be up at the front of the raft, and he is going to attempt to use his investigation check, investigation to see if there are any obstacles or dangers ahead, so they can navigate around them.
Oh yeah, of course. Roll it up.
That is a 24.
Okay, a 24. You are navigating these tunnels. Does Hootsworth have dark vision?
Let's see.
It would make sense.
I actually don't know if owlins get dark vision, but even if they don't, he does have he would have a spyglass or a magnifying glass, like just an inappropriately large magnifying glass that functions as a spyglass.
Yeah, you can see that. That I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yes.
You can see with your aided by this giant magnifying lens, the obstacles that would assail your safe passage, rocks, for some reason teeth. You see that the waters are just filled with piranhas, and you're like, oh, I don't like that. And you manage to kind of circumnavigate these waters.
Oh, I do have dark vision.
And you can see it in crisp clarity.
In crisp monochromatic clarity.
Yeah. Miss Alba T. Ross, with
I, on
cheese
the
in
other hand,
hand.
I don't have dark vision, so all I have is just my senses of hearing all of this water rushing and the faces crying, and you know, not really knowing what to do. But as the daughter of a druid, my mother was a druid.
Mm-hmm.
I figure that the best thing you can do if somebody's crying, because this is what she did to me, is bring in a big handkerchief.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, oh, hey, guys, you can stop crying now because the handkerchief is coming. I'm going to use deception.
Okay. Roll it up.
And tell the faces that the giant handkerchief is coming to dry their tears. That didn't work. That's on the side. There we go. That is a 17.
A 17 is not enough, unfortunately. But fortunately, there are more successes than failures. The faces upon the wall, just they're still kind of treed and whimpering a little from Altara's dressing down, and they don't seem like they want to believe you. It's like,
yeah, well.
But as the little makeshift raft comes to a halt at the other side, you have all succeeded. You have navigated the tearful torrents, and you are now in the Cavern of Crispness. You can see that the floors and walls and ceilings are all made of cracker, this kind of crumbling material that is just every now and then breaking apart and falling to the ground. And there is this suspiciously large pile of broken and desiccated cracker right in front of you.
I feel like it might be a bit stale at this point.
It is surprisingly dry in here.
I can taste it on the air. I think I need a drink of something. Hold on. She reaches betwixt her bosoms and pulls out a bottle of wine, just like.
As you pop the
That's better.
As you pop the cork, it just echoes along. All you hear is the brittle cracking and crumbling of crackers.
Oh, you fit that all the way down there? I'm impressed.
Oh, you'd be surprised the amount of things I can fit in there. It's nature's pockets.
What?
I'll teach you. I'll teach you a couple of my tricks later.
Sounds like fun.
Strolling further in, you see that there is just an abyss below you, with a small, narrow ledge, weaving and snaking its way. And as you kind of approach this ledge, that giant pile of broken crackers just kind of shivers a bit, shakes a bit, and quakes and quivers, before it begins to rise slowly.
Oh, I don't like the look of that.
And this massive golem is now just standing where once there was a pile of destroyed crackers, and this cracker golem just kind of scratches lazily at its giant crackery tum-tum and says, what have we got here?
Nothing.
Oh.
Mind your business. Go back to sleep.
Just passing through.
Just passing through. Oh, I rarely get guests.
And we're not
Yes.
guests. We're just,
Well,
passing by.
if you're not guests,
Travelers.
wouldn't that make you intruders?
Travelers. We're just travelers. That's all.
Yeah, we're
Well,
passers-by.
I hope you don't mind. I'm a little sensitive to vibrations. If you could, do your best not to disturb the cavern too much. My name is Crumbler.
Hello.
Hello.
Pleasure to
Hello,
meet you.
Crumbler.
Hello.
I'm Alba.
Hi, Alba. But yes, you will have to move carefully, or else I guess I'll be thrown into a rage.
Oh.
I know that feeling.
It happens.
It happens.
I might be a little hungover.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like a cure for that?
Is it like a bacon and cheese sandwich? Because those are my go-tos.
I can make it taste like a bacon and cheese sandwich.
What is it then?
Oh, it's a hangover draft, and Hootsworth just gets into his backpack, and pulls out his alchemy supplies, and he's just gonna start pouring up a hangover cure, which he learned from college.
Yay! This is young Tallius.
Young
You said
Italian.
college wasn't useful.
Exactly. This is what
Seriously?
university education pays for, folks.
Doctor, it would be helpful if you would hurry. This thing is getting heavy.
Oh.
Anybody else want to carry the cheese?
Would you like
Here,
me to
Alba.
carry it so you can put your hands down?
I wouldn't trust it to the cracker. Here, would you like me to hold it? My hands are very large and strong.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Woof.
Here,
So-
I'll put it somewhere safe, and she puts it down with the bottle of wine.
So DM,
squished it all.
if I start, whipping up a nice potion for a Crumbler over here, do you want me to make a check for that? Do you want me to?
Yeah,
what's
make
your
me an
process?
intelligence check and then add your
Yes.
proficiency.
Perfect. With my alchemy tools, that's going to be a very high number on the pluses.
Yeah.
That is not a high number on the die, but with a plus 12,
Oh,
that turns it to an 18.
Nice. With an 18, you are able to. It doesn't quite taste like a bacon and cheese sandwich, or at least it tastes more like a turkey bacon and cheese sandwich. But Crumbler seems to appreciate it anyways, as he drinks this greasy draught, or draft, and it kind of leaks out his sides.
Soggy
It-
crackers.
It's kind of like it kind of has the consistency and it has the consistency, the smell, and the look of bacon grease almost.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you. I mean, that's what I crave whenever. You know what? Never mind. All right. Now, Crumbler seems to be a little mollified or a little satisfied with the alchemical solution you've made. And he says, "All right. I guess I won't go into a murderous tantrum." This time, but next time I see you.
Okay.
Will be just as nice.
All right, I'm just going to go back to sleep. And in just a little crumbler explodes,
Good rest, new friend.
spreading crackers and slime. I guess is the only real
Oh,
word.
dear.
All over the walls.
Ooh.
Altara has like seen this interaction, seen what Hootsworth has done,
Face
and she
off.
kind of goes over to him and you're certainly knowledgeable when it comes to alchemy and distilling. Do you think you could create a way to uh, filter some? If I was to give you a substance such as, blood, let's say, just as a hypothetical, do you think you could find a way to remove any of the impurities, the bad stuff, save some things going to waste? Asking for a friend, of course.
Well, I guess it's theoretically possible. I don't know. I'll have to start thinking about it. And Hootsworth pulls out just again a packet of paper and a pen, and just starts idly scribbling. Meanwhile, he has not packed up any of his supplies again. He is just instantly, oh, this project, whipping up this after you're done. Next item, already thinking about the next one. Just
That's good to know.
So I guess the question is, are you really concerned about platelets? Yes, no. Where are you on the platelet spectrum?
The platelets, I can give or take. It's more about the substance. It's about the viscosity, the taste, the lavish feeling it leaves you as you drink it. Tell you what, I'll send you an invite to my castle, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll get to leave. We'll see how useful you are.
Oh, well, that sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I'm sure it will be. And your delightful assistant is also very welcome.
Aw.
No, Alba, we got invited to another castle again.
Faison has donated
I like
$25.
castles.
And Ooze, hashtag Team Round for Life, the Muse has donated $5, meaning we're only $50 away from our goal.
Ding!
Thank you,
Yeah,
lovelies.
thank you all.
You're the best.
We're
Team-
raising money.
I don't
for
think are there any people doing Team Janky, or is it because I'm not there, you're not getting weird numbers?
I mean, really, aren't we Team Janky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
my point.
As you all gather, the Cavern of Crispness kind of terminates into just back to more regular Onion Castle, where onions are just kind of sprouting out from between the stones and the floors. There are just loose patches of dirt everywhere, and there are just kind of torches ensconced every few meters.
Weren't we supposed to get something from the cavern at Christmas? Crispness?
The Cracker of Destiny.
Cracker of Destiny,
No,
yes.
it was a cheese of destiny, the cracker
No,
of
the
something else, right?
Hold, the cracker of crushing.
Oh, Cracker crushing.
Crushing.
Cracker
that's
of
what
crushing. We got to go get that.
Again, Hootsworth is not keeping track of this. It's just we need to get these items done.
There's a small
Project.
glass case with a hammer that says "break in case of dungeon escape."
Is there a cracker inside?
There he is.
Hootsworth is going to melt the sealant between the glass shards because he doesn't want to break the glass.
Of course. The glass just kind of
Yeah,
That's
We're not
fair.
escaping. We're just, collecting.
borrowing.
We're liberating it.
underneath
Liber-
there is also
we're-
in case
We're
of
liberating it
regicide.
for future use. It may or may not be returned. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's their problem, not ours.
Exactly. See?
And-
Same wavelength.
Inside is a small packet of but when I say small, I mean only about this big, of unsalted crackers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, unsalted. Interesting choice.
Take it.
Yeah, there is no trap attached to it. At least that
Unsaltine.
you can determine.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want me to put it with the cheese? There's a lot
Oh,
of
yes,
room in here.
please. Yes.
It's like a bag of
I'm
holding.
sure it won't get crushed in there.
Oh no, it's very roomy in there. You'd be surprised.
Got wine, cheese, and crackers.
I've
It's
got,
almost like
everything you need
That's
for a
almost
good
like
time.
a first date. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're in
A
very
lady
good
always
shape.
comes prepared.
As you can re-enter the castle of the Onion King and navigate the halls, eventually you are almost ushered into a what could be described as a coliseum, an indoor coliseum.
Oh no.
You can see that there is just a cavernous black void above it. No ceiling that you can see. And nobody is seated in this rather large coliseum, one that could easily hold at least maybe 3,000 to 5,000 people. But there is a large cauldron in the middle of it. And it says, in
Ominous.
case of dungeon escape, or, and then in parentheses, or regicide, deposit magic items into cauldron. And thank you, Ninja Nurse, for $5.69. Who wants a round number, really? Thank you.
Yay, Team
Thank you,
Janky.
Team Janky. Oh,
Thank you.
and Anonymous has donated $50 a few seconds ago. Thank you, Anonymous.
Yay!
Thank you,
We're now at
Anonymous.
$505.69.
Nice.
Nice.
Triple nice, baby. Triple nice.
But aside from the cauldron, there is seemingly no way in or out aside from your one point of egress out of this coliseum.
Shall I do the honors?
By all means.
Hootsworth's sort of looking around. He's kind of like, wow, lecture halls really are getting bigger over time, aren't they?
So much grading.
Mm-hmm.
Altara
It
will
does
walk
seem-
over.
It seemed like a little bit of a waste. Lose the cheese and the crackers.
I know. I kind of here. How about this? She'll take it out and she'll just take like a teeny little a little chunk off and pop it back in there. We can sample it later. And
Sounds
she will walk over and reach in and take the cheese in one hand and take the crackers in the other and just them both in the cauldron at the same time.
As they are both deposited into the cauldron, there is a rumbling in the cauldron as it begins to slowly fill up with a delicious onion soup.
Oh.
The smell is mouth-watering. It has been perfectly seasoned. It has got a nice crisp layer of cheese upon it. And at that point, you just hear laughing. Ah! I knew you would be lured here, Hootsworth, after I knocked you out and brought you here. And you see seated in one of the skyboxes is an unfamiliar face. This little man, he's very thinning hair, aged, wearing a crown. You may not remember me, but exactly 20 to 25 years ago and 9 months, I swore I would get my revenge. And I would have gotten it sooner, but 9 months ago you were traveling with that really cool-looking Warforged, and frankly I was just too intimidated to actually make an attempt on your life, but he doesn't seem to be with you now, and I knew that was my chance to strike.
This guy.
You ruined my life by bruising several of my onions, and I've dedicated it to ruining yours.
Of course, this is your fault.
It's entirely his fault.
So then, what the heck?
Your collateral damage.
I ain't nobody's damage.
How
You're gonna
dare
be.
you? There's nothing collateral about me.
You're guns to be.
We'll see about that.
Who are you again?
I'm the Onion King.
Who?
Timothy Onions.
Alba, could you look at my Rolodex and see if we have a Timothy Onions in there?
All right, give me just a second.
Maybe this is another disgruntled student. I don't know. We've had a rash of those recently.
What in the seven hells is the Rolodex?
As you put, all right, I forgot Holly's incredibly young. As you look at the Rolodex, you do see one for Timothy Onions. It says the Onion,
Oh wow,
the Onion Man.
there's one here. It just says he was an onion man a long time ago. This was in Marcia Bay. It was here.
It was 20
Sort
to
of like
25 years ago in 9 months that you ruined my life. Those
I wonder why I have this card in here.
I-
Maybe we ordered it. Maybe we ordered onions at some point. I don't know why. I mean, we don't use
this
them in the
old,
laboratory
maybe-
anymore.
Maybe it was from when you were here. Now, when you're in college, you ordered them.
I don't remember ordering onions in college. Well, we'll just put it back. We'll put it back in there. You may want
Alright,
to
alright.
put an X next to that one just to be like, do not contact.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to contact me unless I, try to contact the dead. You've played right into my trap.
What trap?
You've summoned the mighty. And there is more rumbling. And from the ceiling, a large creature descends. A large bulbous torso, a pair of wings. It is beclawed with little claws and a large tail. And this jaw opens up, and this creature, which is about the size of a couple city buses, roars loudly, and there is just the pungent, eye-watering smell of onions. You've summoned the mighty Dragonion!
What?
I said you've summoned the mighty Dragonion!
Did we summon a dragon?
Dragonion!
It's an onion that's in drag. It's a drag onion.
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
that's what I heard. Okay, that makes much more sense.
That explains a lot.
That-
Okay.
Yeah,
You're-
RuPaul's gonna start playing over the speakers,
It'll be a great time.
You know,
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Oh, is this a show? Oh, I'm so happy.
the
I've got
only
dancing shoes
show
in here
is
somewhere.
your untimely death! And you all need to
I don't
roll
like
for
that idea.
initiative.
Okay. Yay.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh my god.
17.
Oh, that's not good.
That is
That's
bad.
a 6.
Oh,
It's so good I had advantage because it was either a 1 or a 17.
all
right.
Got 17.
Is there-
Gamma, what did you get again? Alba?
Oh, okay.
What was your roll?
6.
6, okay.
Okay, if I'm reading my sheet right, I rolled a 3, my initiative's +4, that would make it 7.
Okay. And Mr. Hootsworth, sorry, Dr. Hootsworth.
4.
Okay, so it will go Holly, who's the only person who rolled in double digits.
Yes.
Luthien, Alba, Hootsworth, and then the Dragonion.
Okay.
All right. Altara, take us away.
She I didn't say this earlier. So she's in like a long black dress. She roars this rageful sound, and her long fingers extend to deadly claws. I'm going to rage as
Yeah.
my bonus action. And I am going to run forward and claw at this drag onion with my claws 4 times.
All right, attack away.
Where are my claws? Okay, the first one's an 18.
All right. Let me just get this monster's profile up because I am prepared. An 18 hits.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Second attack. It's a natural 1, so no.
No.
Third attack.
Yeah,
21, which I assume will hit.
that does.
And fourth attack, 25 will almost hit. So we get 3 hits in.
Yep, you've struck this creature thrice.
Okay, so that's... And then 22 plus... what's my rage at this level? I believe it's +3?
Mm-hmm. But all my rage, I'm still just a man.
And I'm just double checking there's nothing else I can do. Let's go. Where's my features? Yes, +3. So that's 35 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And I will use one of my abilities called Infectious Fury.
Oh no.
I need this onion, this drag onion, to make me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
DC 13?
16.
16. It rolled a 24.
It passes and does not become frenzied. But I am on its back with my claws deep in its oniony skin.
All right. As you kind of climb onto its back, it is going to use one of its legendary actions.
Uh-oh.
How
Oh
rude.
no.
And is going to do a wing attack. It's going to beat its wings. And every creature within 10 feet, I'm going to say it landed about 30 feet away from you, so this will hit Altera. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Would you say this is a scene effect?
This is bludgeoning damage. It must be not. I would not say that.
Okay, because I know as a barbarian, I get advantage on scene things that happen as dexterity saving throws.
Oh yes. Then I think you would probably see the wings a beating. Then
Fantastic. We get advantage on that then.
we do.
Ooh, that is another natural 20. Ooh, she has got wine inside her. She's got blood. You know, she's taking a little sip of the onion juice.
As the wings are beating, you only take half damage, which is good because it's only 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Which is then half because I am then raging.
Oh no, that's the. Oh yeah, all right. And then it will fly about 20 feet towards the rest of the group.
Oh.
Oh jeez.
Is it still in the air? Or has it landed?
It is. It has landed.
Okay.
It just did a little hop,
All right.
a little oniony hop.
Oh, a little hoppy hop. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still on its back as it kind of hops?
You are. You probably have like one claw in it. There is this pungent smell of onion juice, just kind of making your eyes water.
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah, that's my turn.
it is now Luthien.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So it looks like I have 3 attacks per action.
That would sound about right, yeah.
So I am going to use my longbow, and I'm going to have at it.
Have at it.
Yes. So first attack, I rolled attack. I forget where I can find attack bonus, if there is one. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Your actions next to your
yeah.
next to the item that you're using to attack them.
Okay.
It has been a while since I've
it
played
says,
as a character.
It says hit DC plus 11. So I rolled a
That's it.
17.
Yeah,
That would be 28.
that would be a 28.
Okay. And then that's do I do all 3 at once or no?
Yes, you roll them individually.
Okay, so this is for attack number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 1 for 3. Oh, hold on. That was cocked. 16.
A 16 does not hit. It bounces off this creature's scaly hide.
Okay.
Oniony
Third
hide.
is also a 16.
That,
So I got 1 for 1. So that is 1 d8 plus 5. D8, 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 D8. You are a D8.
if you actually click the numbers, it will roll it for you. Unless you want to roll
Oh.
your own dice.
I would like to roll my own dice.
Yeah, by all means.
Yay.
6.
All right. An arrow strikes this creature. Again, there is the pungent smell of onion juice as it fills the air. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Okay. So it looks like I get a bonus action.
Yep.
I will Let's see. I've got 2-weapon fighting, but I don't think I have any two-handed weapons. I'm looking now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I do not. I only have a bow. So, okay, um, it says I can phase step, but I'm not going to do that. Am I close enough? Am I close enough where,
You are
no,
about
I'm good.
10 feet away.
Okay. Okay, I can't do anything else with the bonus actions I have here. So I'm gonna just pass.
Might I suggest,
Yes.
you are a ranged fighter, correct?
Yes.
Being 10 feet away from a dragon may be suboptimal.
Um okay, so I will phase step because I used Misty Step and we haven't rested. So
Oh yeah, you haven't rested since.
we haven't
Yeah,
rested yet.
right.
But I can phase step. It says once per short rest as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
That would be. I mean, you can stay within range of the dragon, but phase stepping also prevents it from getting an attack of opportunity. So that would be my recommendation.
I will go with that recommendation.
Sounds good.
So I will phase step, I guess, away.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Next up is Alba T. Ross.
So, who is anyone next to the dragon right now?
Hootsworth, yourself, and Altara are all within 10 feet. Holly is within like 5 feet. Technically,
I'm on the dragon.
Technically on the
I'm
dragon.
I'm on its
yeah.
back.
So no fireball is what you're telling me. I thought
Oh.
roast onion might be
I
fun,
can
but
take
okay.
it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to. I really liked what you were throwing down there, Altara. So I am going to cast haste on Altera and make sure that they have the ability to do more damage because I'm kind of in a situation where suddenly I don't feel like I need to so much get in front of. I mean, I'll still get in front of Hootsworth, but we got other people to hit the dragon, which is great. So I'll go ahead and cast haste on Altera, and then I'm going to literally stand in front of Hootsworth between him and the dragon and say, don't pick on somebody, who's so small. Come after me instead.
The dragon will respond
Got my staff out.
by attacking with its tail,
Okay,
taking a legendary
staff.
action.
Block it.
Let's find out. Does a 20 hit? A dirty 20.
My armor class is 21.
This tail just slams against your armor. Or maybe you parry at the last moment with your staff.
Yeah. Guide it out of the way.
I feel like Altara kind of feels the haste run over her, and like the muscles they ripple even more, and she turns to Alba and gives her a bit of a wink over her glasses, like, "Thank you, darling. I will repay the favor."
Can't wait to see what you can do with it.
Dr. Tallius Hootsworth. I'm sorry, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
I can't do a bonus action.
Sure you can.
No. Well, no, there's nothing. Everything requires some other prerequisite.
Anonymous has donated $25. Thank you, Anonymous Ghost of Generosity.
Thank you.
Yay!
For some reason, Dr. Tyran's... The alert box should be over. Oh, wait, no, it's not. There we go. Now we fixed it. I was wondering why Tyran's name kept on appearing over the alert box.
Oops.
Oh,
Oopsie.
wow.
Oopsie.
Very professional stream. 100%.
History in the making.
Yeah. Take it away, Professor Hootsworth.
So between Alba and Altera, Hootsworth is going to lean out and he's going to take this a concoction that he is that is left over from the hangover cure, and he's going to toss it at the feet of the dragon. He's going to use it to cast grease.
Oh, no. It's so greasy.
It is so greasy. In fact, it's so greasy that I need each creature standing in the area to make a dexterity saving throw of DC 18, please.
Okay, that is unfortunately. Actually, no, wait, that's only a 16.
So the Dragonian is going to fall prone.
All right, the Dragonian falls prone. Altara, I need you to make me a dexterity savings throw to avoid being smushed.
I'm also going to assume this is also counted as a scene effect because I can see that it is toppling over.
Oh, sure.
Pretty please, thank you.
Why not?
Does that give you advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
We got a flat 10 actually, so
Can I use my reaction? Would a 15 let Altara save?
It would not.
Oh. See, that makes me sad.
Altara, you take. I get to roll multiple dice for this one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you know what? It could be worse. It could be a whole lot better. 25 points of bludgeoning damage
which is half because I'm raging.
as the Dragonian rolls onto its back, and the entirety of its heft is now upon you. You are you are currently immobile.
Oh, I can take it. It's fine.
It is. Hootsworth, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that's my action. I don't have any. No, I do have bonus actions, but they're all spells. So pass.
All right. The Dragonian then will use its movement to stand up.
Can I interrupt really quick, Sauce?
Yeah, go nuts.
I did promise I would eat some onion, and a magical arm off screen has handed me
Oh,
a
no.
cracker with some chopped onions. So
Actually, that looks pretty good.
for the kids, as they say.
Your
kids.
commitment to the
Kid.
bit is commendable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's been drinking blood this entire time.
It's not. It's fine.
It's fine,
Actually, it's
yeah,
red onion. It's actually not that bad.
I like raw onion. Yeah, you put it on a hot dog.
There was some cheese under there as well. It was actually pretty nice.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Thank you, Izzy. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Aw. Thank you, Izzy. Why does my Ko-Fi keep popping up? Yeah, get out of here, Ko-Fi. We're being charitable today. As the Dragonian stands up, Altara, you are no longer pinned. It is going to look at you, Talius. You,
Hello.
Professor Hootsworth.
Hello.
Open up its mouth, and it's going to use its breath weapon,
Okay.
which would catch Alba T. Ross as well. So I need you both to make dexterity savings throws.
Dexterity saving throw.
Scary. Oh, not a good one for me. And a 3 makes it even worse. That's a 2.
Oh no.
That is a 16.
Okay. Neither of those are successful. The good news is I don't have enough dice on hand to roll all of it, so I have to... let's find out. Whee! I hope that explosion picked up. Okay, it could be worse. 40 points of poison damage.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh,
I have resistance.
right.
I have resistance to poison though.
All right,
I
then
don't.
you take half
Oh,
that
no.
amount.
Oh, ow.
Ooh, that's not gonna be great for Alba T. Ross.
Oh,
I disapprove.
And
do not like.
oh, the good news is
Alba,
it does
darling,
not.
I hate to tell you this, but you do need to make a concentration check for haste.
That's true. Maybe I'll use a different die.
I believe in
Thank
you.
you for the reminder. That's a pass.
Yep, keeping them honest.
Wonderful. I blow you a kiss. Thank you.
The good news is that it does
Lucky.
not recharge, but the smell of raw onions just washes over you,
Ew.
It's curdling. It makes your eyes water. It is difficult to see, but you are still standing.
Oh.
It is now going to use one of its mighty claws upon you, Altara.
Bring it.
Okay, does a dirty 30 hit?
Oh, a filthy 30? That'll hit.
Filthy 30.
A sloppy 30, if you will.
Then the good news is you take a remarkably low amount of slashing damage. You take 12
which is also then
points,
halved because
which
I'm
is then
raging.
halved. Yeah, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, baby stuff. Easy. She takes it bravely.
And that is the Dragonion's turn. Which brings us back to you, Altara. You've been smushed. You've been clawed. You got to fly around on a dragon very briefly.
I did. She is feeling pumped up from Alba's spell, and she's going to take full advantage of it. So she's going to attack recklessly for all her attacks. And she is just going to roar, and the claws are extra sharp, and she is just going to slash and dice this onion to bits. So I think I get 5 attacks because haste only gives you
Yeah.
an extra action, but it only gives you 1 extra attack, I believe. So I get 5 attacks, and they're all at advantage.
Yay!
Okay, first attack is 26, so success.
That's a hit.
Second attack, I'm using D&D Beyond because it would be too much math for me. 24 will also hit.
Sorry, 1 second. I cannot take this call right now. Sorry, what was that?
The third attack was a 13, so I assume that won't hit.
That does not.
20, a dirty, sloppy, filthy 20 will
Does
hit.
a dirty 20 hit? I believe it does. Yes, the armor class is 19.
Okay, fantastic. And then I have 2 more. No, 1 more. And 22, which I believe hits. So I think I have 4 hits in there.
Well done.
So let me roll that damage, and I'm going to bring up the calculator app on my phone because I don't trust myself at maths. I'm too pretty to do numbers. Let's do that. Not great, but wee ball. Plus 1 more. Jeez. Plus. And I think that's everything. Yes, so that will be 34 points of slashing damage.
Oh, you rend into this. You dice parts of this Dragonion.
I will once again try and infect it with my infectious fury. If it could make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I would love to. 13 plus 7. Dirty 20.
It passes this time.
Alas. That brings us to back to Luthien. Luthien, you have seen your friends get ensconced in a cone of stink.
I have.
You're getting a little whiff of it, but it's not enough to cause any kind of damage. Maybe just a little bit of discomfort.
All right. So while I was waiting and watching this carnage, I did a little digging. And yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Okay.
So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
Dissonant Whispers at the Dragonion allows me to whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range, 60 feet, can hear, racking it with a terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. Creature doesn't move into dangerous ground. On a successful save, target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. And I'm going to cast this at first level.
All right. What is the DC we are looking for?
It says hit DC is 14.
It got 14 on the button, But I believe the meets it beats only applies to attacks and not to saving throws if memory serves.
Okay.
So the Dragonian will beat its kind of leathery wings, and with Altera still upon it, it will fly 80 feet upwards. Alba, I believe you can take an attack of opportunity as it disengages.
Excellent. And because I'm a warcaster, I can actually use a spell instead of just using a
Wonderful.
melee weapon. So I'm going to I wasn't expecting this. I guess I'm going to just cast a magic missile at it because, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Dacta has donated $39. Thank you, Dacta.
Hi!
Hi,
Long
Dacta.
time no see. I'm going to cast it at 4th level. Can I do that?
By all means.
Yeah, I can do that. So I need a lot of D4s. 1, 2, 3.
As you collect those, we are at 569 and 69 cents.
Woo! Nice.
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 Nice,
More
nice,
than
nice.
that.
Thank
So
y'all.
that's 7, 9, and another 3.
I believe Altera has just been served yet another cheesy onion cracker.
18 plus 6. That's 24 damage for my magic missile.
As your missiles kind of crash into this Dragonian, it kind of does a twirl as it tries to avoid more damage, as each one of these missiles just kind of blasts into it. Altera, you are still clinging on.
I'm so sorry to interrupt again. I believe chat has convinced my wife to serve me what she called a super onion cracker. I just need to show you the pile of onion.
Oh no!
Izzy, why?
All I can say is that I love my wife and she's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Aww.
Is this where we say "rip your breath"? But
That's quite oniony.
mhm. But while you are enjoying that onion, I wrote in our chat that I realized that my longbow is a two-handed weapon. Thus, I can attack as my bonus action.
No, that is
I get
if
one.
you have a weapon in your offhand.
Oh,
Like that's two-weapon fighting.
yeah, two-weapon fighting.
Yeah, a two-handed weapon just.
Oh, two-handed is different.
Yeah, that's like large weapons like
Rip.
great swords. No, it's good. It's no one is born knowing this stuff.
Nah.
We're just here for the vibes.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
bring the vibes. That's all we're here for.
That's all we're here for.
I wanted to take another swing at it since that spell failed, but fair enough.
It succeeded. The Dragonian flew away. It just took Eltara with him.
So it didn't take any damage
From
because I didn't roll for
Oh, if you
I didn't
want-
roll for damage.
If you want to roll the dissonant whisper damage, by all means.
Yeah, I didn't do that yet because I thought I was under the impression that it succeeded the roll,
It
the
did-
saving throw.
It did not.
It didn't. Okay, so I need to give you 3d6 psychic damage then.
By all means.
All right. 2, 1.
Mhm.
Can we do better than 1 this time?
You got this.
And 3. So that is 6.
6. Okay.
6 points of psychic damage, please.
The Dragonian roars in pain as you kind of rack its poor oniony mind with these dissonant whispers. Alba T. Ross, it is your turn.
So the dragon has flown up, right?
It has flown.
Is anybody really close to it?
There is an Altara clinging onto it.
Clinging onto it. Altara, you keep getting him out of the way of my fireball. My goodness. And I assume it's too high for me to attack melee.
It had to fly, I believe it can fly 40 feet in the air, so it is about 50 feet away.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's just changed everything about what I was planning to do. Right. Oh boy. Okay. Let me just check one thing real quick. I'm going to cast Casting time, one action, range 90 feet. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Also clinging on to this dragonian, I am going to cast Summon Construct
Ooh.
to put a construct on its back, preferably up close to the head, so it can go straight where the brain is and knock its rattle its hand or whatever. Yeah. So I call forth the spirit of a construct, manifests in an unoccupied space that I can see within range. Range is 90 feet. I choose a material, clay, metal, or stone. And depending on what material I choose, it does different things.
Ooh.
So I think that I'm going to have it be stone. And a stone construct can use stone lethargy. So when the creature starts its turn within 10 feet of the construct, and remind you, it's clinging on, it has to take a wisdom save, or it can't use reactions and its speed is halved.
Okay. This is a wisdom save?
So my action... well, that's when it starts its turn.
Okay.
But that's what the stone does. So now I have a construct. It's sitting on the dragonian, and it shares my initiative count. Take an action right after me. So that's my action.
Yep.
I don't think I have another. I can't do my bonus action. So I'm going to have my construct attack.
Your little construct is now straddling the neck of this creature. What does it look like, this construct that you have summoned?
So it's a stone construct, and you know what? It's going to look like a little owl.
Oh.
It's going to look like a little Hootsworth.
It's a little Hootsworth.
Hugging onto the back of this dragon. And it's going to start whacking it in the head. So it gets a number of attacks equal to half the spell level. The spell level is 4, so it gets 2. 2 attacks. It has a slam attack.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, this is the first time I've ever cast this, so I'm trying to figure it out.
And welcome to the jam.
2 attacks. And its bonus is, what's its attack bonus? Shoot. Come on.
Yeah, you got this. Don't worry.
It's melee, so it's got to be its strength bonus. So it's a +4. +4. So it's 16 and a 18. Does one of those hit?
I believe it has an armor class of 19.
Ooh.
No!
Oof.
Both of these attacks are just ineffectual as these little stone wings do not seem to be finding any purchase upon this. It kind of just looks like he's bongo catting the dragon.
He's giving it a little massage.
Dunk. Don't worry, buddy, you'll get it.
Professor Hootsworth, you are up next.
So I may be suffering from onion breath at this exact moment, but anywhere and always, Hootsworth is more concerned with how Alba is doing, and because as much as Alba is out to protect Hootsworth, she is still like Hootsworth's student, if you will, or just like assistant, and it's his
protege.
He feels obligated to her. So the first thing that he's going to do is that he's going to cast a 3rd level healing word. Just give her a little bit of extra juice.
Put a little spice on.
Thank you, Professor Doctor Professor.
For
doctor too.
And using my spell bonus, you'll get 20 hit points back.
Oh wow, that's huge.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. And then he's going to use his main spell attack to cast Firebolt.
Do it.
Welcome to the jam. Come on and jam. And welcome to the jam. That is exactly a 20.
That hits. Your exact 20. Roll that damage as the smell of roasted onions just kind of permeates the air.
Perfect. That's a roasted. Okay, so that is 12 on the dice, and then with my bonus for being an artificer, that turns into a 17.
All right, 17. This dragon is looking worse for wear as the
A little
children.
crispy?
Looking a little crisp, a little diced, a little julienned. But it is still ambulatory in that
Okay.
it is not, it is still in the air. It is using the rest of its movement to just kind of encircle you. And it can't use its breath weapon because it did not recharge. Alba, there were some effects that did I need to roll for? Sorry,
Yeah, so you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
that is only a 10.
That is going to fail.
Okay.
It's not coming up for some reason. Oh, there we go. On a failed save, you cannot use reactions, and your speed is halved until the start of your next turn.
Okay, so it can only fly 40 feet. So it is about 50 feet. It is moved
And no reaction.
about 9. It is now about 90 feet in the air.
Oh.
Altara, you can see that you have almost
boy.
reached the ceiling. You're about 10 feet away from it. Because it can't really claw you, you're on its back. It can't bite you, much like we can't bite our own necks, no matter how hard we try. But it can hit you with its tail. So that is what it will do.
Bring it.
All right. I'm guessing a 33 is a hit.
I suppose if you insist.
Oh my.
You take 16 points of damage. That is halved, as I believe you are raging.
I am indeed still raging because I've been hit.
And you've been attacking recklessly. Does that give me advantage on my attacks?
It absolutely does, as long as it's a single attack and not an AoE. But yes, it does give
Okay.
you advantage on that.
Then the next attack would have
Wait,
been a... Oh yeah. What?
you can. I have a feature that allows me. It's called. I have to find it again. Restore balance. I can remove advantage or disadvantage at will.
I was gonna say
So I
that,
can remove advantage.
that is a good thing.
Ooh.
Because I rolled a 3 initially and then a 20. But it still has one more attack. Does this work on...
That's my reaction. I can only do it once per turn.
Okay. And then I'm guessing a 27 hits.
That does indeed hit.
All right. That is only 5. That's 11. 19. Rounded is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'm still going strong.
All right. Then it is now your turn.
Having just been spared a critical hit from the lovely Alba down below, Altara yells down, "This one's for you, darling!" And she is going to once again swipe with all her claws recklessly. I'm just going to double check one thing, but I think that's not effective in this situation. Yes, let's just do that. Yes, we're going to slice and dice this onion. So once again at advantage. So let me roll that. First hit is a 24, which
That's
I believe will hit.
Solid hit.
Then we have a 16, which will miss.
That misses. It bounces off its oniony hide.
Then we have a 22, which will hit.
That is a hit.
Then we have a 25, which will hit. And then lastly, we have a 24, so it's 4 hits.
That is 4 hits.
So let me bring up my calculator once again. Okay, so 5. I would really love to roll more than like a 1 or a 2 on these d6s. That would be so cool.
You know what? It might happen.
That would be so PogChamp.
That would be very poggers, as the children say.
It would be so incredibly
It would be
poggers.
splendidly play of the game, champion.
38 points off slashing damage.
You claw and rend and dig deeply into this onion, parting the layers, but it is still somehow, against all logic, still aflight.
And once again, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
With gusto. 12 plus... What was its wisdom again?
I think it beats it, if I remember correct, but...
It always beats it. Oh, it's 12 plus 7, 19.
Yes, it unfortunately does beat it.
It is a very wise dragonian.
Yes. But I'm taking chunks out of its back, and onion is like showering down to the ground.
As the children say,
Into the
you are
cauldron.
blowing its back out.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Luthien, it is your turn. Luthien?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm getting slightly annoyed at this thing still being in the sky and trying to come after everybody. So I am going to try again with my longbow and try to do some real damage here. So I get 3 attempts here for my action.
Take it away.
Attempt number 1 is 30.
That is a solid hit.
Mm-hmm. Attack number 2 is a natural 1,
That's
so making it 12.
an unfortunate miss.
Seriously. The third is a 25.
Those are 2 solid hits. Roll,
All right.
roll me some damage.
Okay. D8 plus 5 for the first. 6 for the first.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 for the second.
As your arrows kind of hit into the side, the dragonian reels and screeches before its wings kind of curl inwards and it plummets to the ground. Holly, you take, I believe it after a certain height. It is 1d. I think it's after 10 feet. It is 1d6 for every 10 feet. So, yep.
I do have a question. With the dragonian being, let's just say, incapacitated out of this segment, would that pull us out of initiative? Because I would very much like to do something for my good friend Altera here.
I believe I will say it does.
I would love to cast Vortex Warp on my friend Altera. If they are willing to fail, I can magically twist the space around another creature I see within range, 90 feet. If the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of my choice that I can see within range, I'd like to just boop her off and boop her right next to me.
Sounds good. Altera,
Delighted to.
you are sloshed head to toe in onion juice. But since we hit,
Dripping, you may say.
but since we did hit our goal of $400 and then surpassed it immeasurably, I will hold true to my word. You are covered in blood.
Oh, she just starts like licking it off her hands, and
Yeah,
she feels rejuvenated.
it is AB positive, so it is the rarest of the blood types.
Oh, even better, a fine vintage.
And because it is also from a dragon, I will say it restores your hit points.
Delicious, delicious.
And you hear the Onion King say, "No! Hey! Stop that! You're supposed to be dying!
Nice try.
No! Get back to being... It was looking really good there the breath weapon."
I turned to Alba and like, can we leave now?
I don't know. Can we? Do we need to deal with that guy?
I'm very mad at you!
Okay.
He's going to do this again if we don't deal with him now, right?
In 20 to 25 years, I'll get my
In another
revenge for
20 to
this
25
insult.
years, plus or minus 9 months.
Alba,
Oh, that's future Hootsworth's problem. You know?
Alba, can you look at my calendar? Can you actually schedule impending
sure, let me
revenge?
check.
Yeah. Am I going to be free in 20 to 25 years?
I'm your arch nemesis, Hootsworth.
I can't even remember who this guy is.
I'm the Onion King.
Do I
he
need to
has
add
the-
him to the onion to the arch nemesis list?
Would
I
you
mean,
like
we got
my-
a whole bunch of them now,
Would
right?
you like my updated card?
No.
We don't need to get his contact information.
Tim,
We'll
and
know
We
who he
do
is.
have an opening in 23 years. You've got an opening 23 years and 3 months.
Okay.
That where we could deal with vengeance.
Do you want to do the morning or the afternoon?
What's better for you?
Oh, probably the afternoon. Usually I have lectures in the morning.
All right, as long as it's after lunch.
Okay.
All right.
Is the lunch hour gonna be
All right.
free?
Lunch hour. If we start at 1:30, we can do it. You can have your lunch
Okay.
and then we can.
How
get
does
it.
1:30 sound?
Oh, I can make that work.
Okay.
You're my white whale, Hootsworth.
Okay.
I'll send you a reminder.
All right, it was very nice meeting you, by the way, Miss Ross, Miss Domina, Miss Minasi. But you, Hootsworth, the last thing you will see is an onion before I put you in the ground.
I think I have a lot of things that are going to be the last thing I see, probably.
I'm your arch nemesis. You hear?
I can
as
hardly remember who this person is.
You swear this is the last time you'll run afoul of the Onion King.
We should just walk away. He's going to keep talking if we don't.
Yeah.
You just hear this ineffectual screeching as you exit. You see a small door has opened up to the side. It says maintenance exit. Which takes you.
Let's just go. Yeah.
As you climb up a ladder, you have exited back about a block away from the cask half empty.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tara,
this is
can I have a
convenient.
taste of that cheese?
Oh, absolutely. She reaches in. The claws are so long because her rage doctor. She reaches in and she will feed it to Alba with the long claws and just poop.
It's pretty good.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's got a
baby,
lot of
but you know,
depth, a lot of flavor to it.
You do,
yeah,
because it is
rich.
the cheese of destiny. You do see how you're going to die, though.
Ooh.
does it have anything to do with a beholder?
We'll have to find out next time. As we have raised $569.69 for Child's Play, a charity.
A very good
You've all survived the Onion King's revenge.
I will also say, once we leave and we exit, Altara sort of as she's handing Alba the cheese, she will take her hand and press a little kiss to it, and if you ever get bored of following that owl around, I'm sure I could put much better use to you in my castle.
We'll have to come. We said we'd come visit, so
Yeah.
You can visit. You could
Don't
stay.
you just love networking opportunities? It's so exciting.
I'm sure that's what
Isn't
that
it
was.
just little feathered one?
Yeah.
And thank you to my lovely players for playing a game of Onions and Dragonions. You've survived the Onion King's revenge. Will he attack again? Maybe in another 20 to 25 years, give or take 9 months. But as you are leaving, returning to the cask half empty, you see your dearest friend, Brigade, is there to meet you, and he greets you with a tip of his hat and says, can I have my boomerang back now?
You're not getting nothing without a hug first. Come, if you will indulge me. Come here.
You know what?
I've missed you.
All right. And because Brigade has returned, you all feel a surge of vitality return to you as you regain all lost hit points, except for Altara, who gains 10 temporary hit points. And that is where we will leave it for now. Thank you all so much for joining us as we raised money for Child's Play charity. $569.69. Nice.
We did a thing.
Toys and games for
Yay.
children. People who do things. Would you like to plug things? And we'll start with NJ, because I know you do stream.
I do. I stream here on Twitch. Usually on twitch.tv/NJCoffeeJunkie. I play Minecraft. I play other games. I'm planning to stream tomorrow. I don't know what game I'll be playing, but I hope that you will tune in. Probably close to 11:45 a.m. Eastern, depending on what time I wake up tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Yay!
Tyran, the Saurus, you stream as well.
Well, thank you everybody for coming out, and thank you
Yeah.
for your wonderful donations.
Thank you for your donations so much.
My name, of course, is Taranthosaurus. You can find me here on Twitch and on Twitter. I stream normally on Monday, Wednesdays from 6 to 8 Central. Right now, we're in the middle of tackling Breath of the Wild in a weird tangent that has to do with onion breath.
Yeah.
Right now, I will be, hopefully I'm streaming this Monday, but after that, you may find me at wherever PAX Wests are available, coming up over there, and hope to see you hang out, and then hope to see you out at a PAX. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Holly, who are you? Where can we find you? Can we find you?
You can find me living in your walls, scuttering around underneath your bed, and just generally munching on cheese straight from the fridge. I can be found in places where you least expect me. My wife, my darling wife, occasionally streams over at DTTV. She's very charismatic and funny, and I'm not biased at all. And I occasionally make appearances there, depending on how chaotic I'm feeling. But yeah, that's pretty much me. Thank you so much, Sauce. Thank you everyone for donating and coming along for the fun. And my mouth tastes very oniony right now.
Go give Izzy a big old kiss.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
And Liz, Gamma, who are you? Where can we find you? Aside from space.
Gamma Liz, and you can usually find me either talking about space if I'm on Twitch somewhere, or working on things in space. We've got the instrument I work on is on the International Space Station. We've got a repair coming up, so there should be some astronauts going and actually touching it, which it was never intended to do.
Then
That'll
breaking
be
it.
fun. No, the idea is to unbreak it. It's not broken, but it could use a little bit of
little
tender loving care.
TLC, yeah.
TLC. So that's coming up sometime later this fall. We're currently looking at November sometime.
Fingers crossed.
Cool.
You can tell me all about it at PAX.
Will do.
Yeah. And it's me, Saucefire. Who cares? Thank you so much for joining us. We've raised so much money to help provide children in hospitals and domestic shelters with toys and games. Maybe we'll do this again sometime, but who knows? Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. And everybody wave. I have ending screens. Bye. Bye.
I know you can't see it, but I'm waving. Bye.
No, I'm not waving.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. They can still hear
Thank
us.
you.